What is up, Heffas and friends? Welcome to another episode of Java and Journeys with Jillian. If you're new here to this channel, hey, what's up? How are you doing? My name is Jillian and welcome to another caffeinated adventure with me. Listen, y'all, it is the weekend, so that means we need to run some errands. We are going to try one new grocery store that's in the Orlando area called Freshfields Farm. I am looking forward to it. My sister actually saw some videos about this place on TikTok, and what they're known for is their fresh produce, fresh meats, but also at really great prices. So we're going to check that location out. Then, y'all, I typically don't take you all inside Costco with me, but we're going to go ahead and do a Costco run, pick up some stuff from Costco, and go about our day. And y'all, what is Java and Journeys without a little bit of Java? So you all know that I had to get my Starbucks on, girl. So because we are fully in the fall, I am feeling the PSL vibes, y'all. Do you like pumpkin spice lattes? I am so obsessed with them. And granted, I love Starbucks. Starbucks does not have the best pumpkin spice latte I've ever had. Typically, I like going to more of the local coffee shops where they make their syrups fresh. But y'all, we can't get in our bougie bag when we're trying to run errands. We're going to settle for the next best thing, which of course is Starbucks's PSL. So of course I order mine, and you all know I don't like my coffees exceptionally sweet. So I typically get mine with half the syrup, no whip. That's just the way I like it. And y'all, it's actually under 90 degrees right now. Who would have thought? So I feel good sipping on this hot coffee while we take this road trip over to the Freshfields Farm grocery store. So come with me on this delicious caffeinated journey. And y'all, this is going to take us about 40 minutes to get out there. And for those of you all who have lived in Florida or are currently in the Florida area, you know it takes a distance, I feel like, to get almost anywhere depending on where you live. So buckle up, Buttercup. Let's get on this journey to do some errand running. Friends, we have just made it over to Freshfield Farms. I'll show you all what the parking lot is giving. So this is located pretty much, I would say, downtown Orlando, which is so interesting because I would not think that a market like this would be located here. So this is pretty cool. And this is why it took us a little bit more of a distance to get here, because I live further away from downtown Orlando than I would like, because a lot of the great spots are here. But let's go ahead and head on in and see what this market is giving, y'all, because we're looking for all the deals. And honey, do you have your coffee ready? Let's go into the market. And here is what it looks like coming on in. And we see all the cuts of meat listed right here. And you all check this out. So you all see right here that for nearly 2 pounds of ground chuck, you're gonna pay like somewhere between $12 and $13 roughly. And then check out the shrimp, y'all. So this is frozen shrimp. This shrimp looks really good, and it says it's easy peel, but you're looking at like, I would say 0.77 pounds for about $6. I like to just always round things up, y'all, but you see the price right here. But these are some giant shrimp. This looks really good. And then here's some breaded shrimp over here. And this is going to run you about $12 for a whole pack. My sister's actually going to pick up one of these just for us to have and pop in the air fryer. How is your fish cooking game? My fish cooking game is all right. I always feel like I tend to overcook some fish, but you can see they have these frozen fish here. This is upside down. For those of you all that are really good at your filleting skills, and some tilapia. Let's talk about something interesting. So they have some breaded chicken patties here, y'all. I have never seen anything like this at the grocery store, and these are gonna run you around like $6 to $7 for a pound, a little over a pound, depending on, you know, the weight of what you're getting. That's interesting. And also you have some fully breaded chicken tenders here. I'm almost tempted to try one of these because I'm so curious how this will heat up in the air fryer. And check out the giant turkey legs. Y'all, this is something else that I have never seen. And this is gonna run you somewhere between like basically $7 to $8. Friends, we're making our way around, and just to also let you know, this is pretty much all the meat section over here. So it's split. We're going to check out the produce after leaving this section. But check this out. You have your picnic shoulder. I'm assuming that's like more like pork shoulders, pork ribs, y'all. This is massive. And we want to check out these steaks too, y'all, because we do love some good steak at home. So y'all, check this out. So you get these thick New York strip steaks here, and for close to 2 pounds, it's about $28.70. And these are thick cuts. Here's some ribeye action here. And you see, again, you get about like 1.5 pounds for close to $30. And here's some more of that delicious shrimp, previously frozen here. Y'all, this looks so good, especially if you like making your own seafood stock. Y'all, I'm also super interested in these because this is local, wild caught Mayport, Florida shrimp. These look really tasty too. So this is about $7 for close to 1 pound. And then here is some more of the pork meat. You have some center cut pork chops here. These are actually a little thin, but I wonder how well these will cook. And like, y'all, this is almost like 2 pounds and it is $8 basically. Y'all, we also have some very delicious looking pork belly here. That's going to run you close to $9, and it's about like 1.78 pounds, so getting closer to 2 pounds. Y'all, they also have some neck bones. This is like a southern staple, especially when you're cooking with greens or any other type of vegetables. If these were smoked, I would totally get this, but you can season these yourself. And just when I was just talking about smoked meat, y'all, look at all the varieties they have right here. Smoked turkey wings. You got smoked turkey necks, which is probably what I'm going to be going for because I'm going to do some pinto beans, maybe do some greens this week. And then they have like some neck bones here as well and some more wings. And y'all, look at this. They have some seasoned St. Louis style ribs here too, y'all. So for 2.5 pounds, it's going to cost you about $15.04 to give you an idea of the price. But y'all, this looks so good, already seasoned, ready to just go in your grill or oven. And check this out. This is how insane the prices are. So check out the drumsticks here, y'all. This is nearly like a little over 4 pounds of drumsticks for $7, y'all. This is insane. And a woman just came and grabbed like 3 packs of these. So yeah, you see that. You gotta grab it when you need to grab it. Some fresh chicken backs here, which I've actually never had chicken backs, but these look good. They almost look like chicken thighs. And then they also have some quarters over here as well. We have some chicken livers here, y'all. We also have some wings, which I think we're gonna grab a pack of wings as well. Y'all, check out the bacon, y'all. And for $50, you can make all your bacon dreams come true with this 8 pounds of bacon here. This is so insane. Also, I have never seen this, y'all. They have a selection of beef bacon over here. And of course, you have like your uncured turkey bacon. And then you have some like peppered uncured turkey bacon here as well. And then this is an idea of some of the prices of that bacon. Friends, we have checked out of the meat side. Now we're gonna head over to the produce side of Freshfields Farms. And y'all, it is busy, but I am looking forward to checking out some of the prices of the fruits and the veggies. And the strawberries, y'all, are 2 for $7. Blackberries are 2 for $44. Raspberries are 2 for $44. You can just see the prices all up here. And they are working with the Driscoll's brand. Yeah, that one works, Whitney. And we have our red sleeveless grapes. Y'all, I've been craving some grapes. And look at how juicy these grapes look. They look so plump. $2.47 a pound. I don't know how much these weigh. Feels pretty heavy, but these look so good, y'all. And then here's something that you don't see every day. Fresh green peanuts. And then I'm assuming with these, you probably just like boil them up, cook them up, especially in the South. A lot of Southerners love their boiled peanuts. And check out these Brussels sprouts, y'all. So for about close to 5 pounds, these Brussels sprouts are going to run you about $5.50. These look so good, but I've actually never cooked Brussels sprouts before. And y'all, look at these green beans. So this is nearly 2 pounds of green beans for $2.87. My favorite vegetable, y'all. I love okra. Ugh, this just makes me want to cook a big old pot of gumbo or fry these up. I've actually not tried frying my own okra in such a long time, but this just looks so good. And then we have some fresh corn over here, some turmeric, green onions. Let's make our way over to the fruit side, shall we? Y'all, check out these pears. Looks so good. These oranges. And these are smooth skin avocados, y'all. These look massive. Like, check this out. And these are gonna be 2 for $44. And we have the staff working hard in the back, trying to get all the fruits and vegetables wrapped up over here. Y'all, check out these red plums. These are gonna run you, it looks about a little over $4 for close to 2 pounds worth of red plums. Oh, look at this big bag of collard greens, already chopped, washed thoroughly, $3.50, y'all. We're gonna get some greens to cook with our smoked meat. Y'all, check out the rainbow carrots here. You get this big pack. So this is going to be about 3 pounds almost of carrots, rainbow carrots specifically, for almost $6. And then check out these sun-dried tomatoes, y'all. This looks so good. Like, I just want to go ahead and just make some spaghetti, like right here and now. Y'all, check out this cabbage. I don't know, I feel like I'm a kid in a candy store right now, but you know I loves a good deal. But like, look at how massive, y'all, this cabbage, and it is gonna run you 83 cents a pound. And then something that's a bit more unique is that they have these maple pecans, honey roasted pecans, cinnamon pecans, all here. So like pretty much every Southerner's dream, and even like some sweet Georgia pecans right here. But all these varieties of pecans. And y'all, these are like basically $7 each. These are expensive in the parking. You don't get nearly as much that comes in this bag. So it'll be interesting to see if these match up to like what you would get at Disney or Universal.
Maybe some basil for the chicken.
Yeah, here's some herbs, y'all.
Some oregano.
They have dill, mint, oregano, sage, rosemary here toward the bottom, just super fresh. And y'all, look at the price, like $166. That's basically what all these cost. And if you are into your spicy bag, check out these fiery Thai peppers. And we have our habanero peppers over here. Different types of roots. We have our ginger here. And then Malanga Blanca. And we have some squash over here next to the coconut. And y'all, over in the distance, like just more varieties of squash. Y'all, check out the different varieties of mushroom here. And the oyster mushrooms look so good. And I think with the steaks that we purchased, some mushrooms would be really good. And I love like Whittier mushrooms for when I'm having like dumplings at DTF. I love their Whittier mushrooms. So all these varieties of mushrooms, y'all. So we're definitely gonna pick up a pack. And then we have like our tomatoes, cucumbers here, y'all. And then you can see some of the prices up above. And again, like for example, the European cucumbers, 2 for $4. Aloe leaves, which you can see right here for my skincare girlies, or if you like to eat aloe, make aloe jelly for like your boba teas. It's gonna be 2 for $2.47, which I think is a pretty great deal. You know, look how massive the cucumbers look. Well, this one actually looks standard, but I was actually looking at this one. And these are gonna run you about 83 cents a pound. And then here are some potato varieties here, y'all. We have our russets over here. And then we have some red potatoes and some Yukon. Japanese sweet potatoes, y'all. Regular sweet potatoes, some beans. I do need to pick up some pinto beans, so we're gonna check that out. And y'all, check out the eggs. These are 30 count eggs, brown, for a little over $10. And they also have like your standard smaller size container of eggs. These are $6.47 each. How are those egg prices doing in your neighborhood? All tea, no shade. We'll focus on these 30 count pack eggs. And the beans are also a really great deal. So $4.32 for like these big bags. The red beans, $5 for those, some black beans. So these are all about the same price. So I'm definitely gonna pick up some pintos. But if we were cooking some chili, y'all, I would be getting a few varieties of different beans. All right, friends, we're gonna go ahead and check on out.
Cashier number 12.
Ooh, child, it was booked and busy up in Freshfields Farms, but we made it through, y'all, and you got your coffee. We're taking another sip. Let's break down the prices, because I also recognize I don't be telling y'all all my business when I go over my Costco hauls with you all, or even my shops at Publix, but we will go over this one because why not? I feel like the prices were so good there that that's the whole point, right, girl? So let's go over this. Here's our receipt. And y'all, you see all the food that we got. Now, this is starting with just the meat section. So for all that meat, y'all, we spent $118. And you all see all that we got here. And looking at our fruit section and veg, so produce, y'all, again, look at all that we got. And yo, we walked out of there spending pretty much 70 bucks. This is all really good. So what do you all think? Is that pretty reasonable? I think that that is a fantastic deal for all that we got. And y'all, this is going to hold us up for at least 2 to 3 weeks, because we're going to freeze some of the meat that we purchased. This is not food, I should say, meats, produce, everything we're going to eat all at one time. The produce, yes, but the meats, we're going to freeze some of that. And the next time I come, I definitely want to try that bulk bacon. But I just don't know that I have enough room in the freezer, y'all. So as soon as we get home, we're probably going to go through everything and like throw out anything that we've had for way too long. But I'm curious just to hear your thoughts. How are the grocery prices looking where you're at? Do you have a similar grocery store similar to this one where you can get some really good deals? I know in the South especially that there are just so many markets that are like this, especially smaller mom and pop markets, because we have a lot of farms that are located in these rural areas. Now, honey, we're gonna take another sip of this PSL and get our caffeine on to get our energy up for Costco. Are you all ready? Let's go ahead and go. Friends, we have made it over to Costco. Now, fun fact, I have never been to this Costco. This is located in Winter Park, which again is basically adjacent to downtown Orlando. So this should be interesting, y'all. Let's go ahead and go in together. Okay, friends, we have just made it over, and here is the inside. And I feel like Costco's are all kind of laid out just slightly differently, though they have like very similar items. So you have a lot of the clothes here, and then of course some unique specialty items right up at the front. And then of course, because we're about halfway through the fall, more or less, you see some Christmas. Y'all, I'm not ready for Christmas. I'm just not. So this is like your first little glimpse here. And as I say, I'm not ready for Christmas. I was like, oh, look at these little gift tags. Y'all have no use for these, but I think these are so adorable. And then they have like little Snoop. Are y'all ready for Christmas? I am not. Like, I wish fall could really last for a few months before we get into Christmas. They have these aloe vera plants, which I thought this was cacti from a distance. And I have such a hit or miss relationship with plants from Costco. And it's probably me. Oh wow, the Grinch, more Christmas. I don't know about you all, but it's hard for me to focus when I'm at a Costco. I see all the things and then I just want it. Ooh, y'all, these plants are on the struggle bus. Ooh, oh no. Okay, so these are supposed to be azalea plants, but y'all, they're like, they probably just need some light and water. Because they probably set them out here. Ooh. All right, y'all. Well, I was curious to see what these were. These look like they're in pretty bad shape. And especially in the realm of things that I do not need, but of course get distracted by at Costco, they have these Winix air purifiers. $100, y'all, for this size. It's really nice.
It comes with 2 filters.
Yeah. And y'all, we have a lot of air purifiers throughout the house because I feel like, especially with all the construction going on in our neighborhood, at least for us, we definitely need it because our allergies, especially my co-producer, aka husband, even mine, I never used to be someone who had to worry about allergies, but it's been triggered quite a bit since living here. So now I feel like I can't go without some sort of an air purifier. And I'm going to tell you all the coffee machine that I have been eyeballing and that I really want. It's the Ninja Luxe. I want to try it out so badly, y'all. This is what it looks like. I've seen so many great reviews about this, but I'm going to wait since we're getting closer to the holiday season. I'm going to wait and see if Ninja does any kind of unique sales because I also want to try the Ninja Swirl. So y'all, if you own the Luxe, tell me what you think. And I know she a little pricey. My sister's commenting in the background, but it has a, you can see up here, built-in grinder. And this does all the drinks, y'all. This takes out all the guessing of making a really good espresso, latte, macchiato, and it's smart. It's a smart grinder, so you don't have to remember the settings that you have. Like I have a really nice Breville grinder right now, but depending on what style of coffee I want, I can make those adjustments. Sometimes I just want to have something like this that's like no muss, no fuss because I have a separate espresso machine. So if I were to get this and love it, this would actually replace one of the espresso machines I have, but we'll see, y'all. I'm going to check this out, see if there's going to be any good deals from Ninja as we get closer to the holiday season. So y'all, we're going to wait because I told you, I love a good sale. There is no rush. I am looking forward to making my coffee dreams continue to come true. Costco is going to close probably in the next like 30 minutes and we're just looking at all the things, but look at this Teak House reversible cutting board. Not that I need this. I won't be getting it, y'all. I did get the air purifier because I figured out a place for it. I'm going to put it upstairs. So I'm like, okay, I have a place for it. It should work for me, but I'm definitely not going to get this cutting board because look how massive it is. But what I think is cool is that it has a place for like your iPad or whatever digital device you have. So if you're looking at your recipes that way, or like even if you want to put your phone in and then you can like cut up your veggies and meats and all that. Anyway, looks nice. There it is. It was pretty thick too. We are now in the bakery section. So of course, here are all the slew of different types of Costco cakes, like your cheesecakes, your birthday cakes, tiramisus. And here are the muffins. And y'all, they used to have these standard muffins that I haven't seen in a while. Oh, actually this is a pumpkin strudel. I've never seen these, but they used to have just like your standard like blueberry muffins. And now they're kind of doing these fancier quote unquote muffins that have like little toppings. This is like a triple chocolate. So I don't actually know, y'all. We have so many sweets at home. I don't think I'm gonna get any muffins, but these just look really good. Now, just coming off of our prior run, look at the meat here. And Costco also has some really great deals. And so one of the things that is catching my eye right now is they have this grass-fed ground beef that is $24.99, and you get like these 3 units basically. But my only thing, y'all, is that we just purchased so much meat from the fresh farms that I think we're going to pass on this for now and just get some more ground beef when we think we actually need it. Same thing. I mean, look at the pork chops, y'all. And this is actually still, I mean, I don't know, y'all. This is a little bit competitive because look how thick these pork chops are. Yeah, ours are a lot thinner than these. And I mean, this is $22.69. So I don't know, y'all, like, these are the boneless. Yeah, Whitney was pointing out that these are the bone-in. Are these bone-in for real? Yeah, they are. I feel it. Yeah. So I mean, like, y'all, the prices are still pretty competitive here at Costco, I think, when you compare it. So I think it's just about going where you feel like you're going to get the best quality of meat and the best variety. And y'all, here are some of the ribs here. And the rotisserie chicken, of course, classic, $5 essentially. I am actually looking forward to trying the ribs that we purchased from the fresh farms. But only one lowly rotisserie chicken left. Then you have all these other pre-seasoned meats. So yeah, y'all, I mean, look at this. You get the seasoned party wings here, and this is $23.14. And this is nearly 6 pounds of chicken wings. Now, I feel like Costco, the way they season their meat can be very hit or miss depending on what you're trying to get. But once you figure out, like, if you like their rubs and varieties, definitely still a really great deal. And those of you all who have seen my very many Costco hauls know that this is one of my favorite go-tos are the taco kits. These are so good, y'all, especially the tempura shrimp, which I don't see the tempura shrimp here one. I think I like the tempura shrimp just as, or even like a little bit better than the grilled chicken, but this is also another great find. And then I was thinking about y'all getting the meatloaf. The meatloaf is really good as well, and this is $20.12. But again, we purchased so much meat and foods from fresh farms that I may skip over this go around. And something that is definitely a bit more unique and probably here to Florida, considering our amazing Hispanic and Latin populations here, but you have the birria tacos with Spanish rice. I've never tried this before, but this is something that looks really good. So if you all have tried the birria tacos, let me know, shout it out in the comments and tell me what you think. Is it good? Is it worth the money? So something that I do definitely need to pick up, I need to pick up some toilet tissue, paper towels, poppies, water. So we're gonna go ahead now that we're toward the back of Costco, and we're gonna pick up some of those items. And just so you can get an idea of the price, it's roughly $5 for like these 6-gallon size bottles of water, which we like using these, especially to either like clean the machines, put in the coffee machines, drink day to day, so it's multi-use. We're now passing through the soft drink, energy drink aisle, and the Dad's root beer is really good and not too bad, $12.99. And of course, like your standard soft drinks, we are going to pick up our Poppy. Ooh, y'all, I have not seen the variety pack of the Fever Tree. Oh, I wonder if this is going to be good, y'all. It's lime and yuzu, pink grapefruit, and Sicilian lemonade. I may actually try to pick these up. I really like Fever Tree. Y'all, check this out. If you are an alternative soda drinker like me and you love your Poppies, right around the corner for the holidays, they have this cranberry fizz. And this is a pack of 15. I really want to try this out, but I want to try one first to make sure, because like I said, some of the flavors are hit or miss. Some flavors I think Poppy does well, some flavors I think Olipop does better. So I want to try a single can of this before I commit. But we are going to go with our standard that you all see me in previous Costco hauls get before, our Juicy Faves, which is also $19.99 for a pack of 15.
Cauliflower.
Oh yeah.
Squash. Well, not cauliflower, but squash.
Yeah, and they have in the frozen food section this like primavera menstrua mix that looks like it's zucchini and squash. They also have some cauliflower. What I am going to pick up is the vegetable blend stir fry because my co-producer loves to stir fry vegetables with his pot stickers and noodles. And they also, which I think is neat, have this garlic parmesan broccoli. And the stir fry vegetables are $9.59 and the parmesan broccoli is $10.99. Now, if you also love getting the breakfast items from Starbucks, I have not seen this. I've seen the little like sous vide egg bites, but the breakfast bakes that are the potato, egg, cheddar, and chive, one of my good friends actually put me onto this and I have not gotten these often. Let me actually look. Those, y'all, I'm telling you, these are so good. And I don't get it that often, but it has 12 grams of protein. These are so delicious. And I think if you're a fan of the Starbucks breakfast bites, Costco typically will carry some of them. And obviously it's cheaper if you go ahead and buy these, heat them up yourself at home than to go to Starbucks. It's not too terrible for 2 bites. It's 220 calories, or I should say not 2 bites. You're like, Heffa, we're not getting this. What you trying to do? Like make us gain like a gajillion pounds? Okay, 2 pieces, y'all, not 2 bites. So not too shabby. This is also something I have not seen at Costco. They have the Japanese style shumai. I'm a big fan of shumai. And then here are the noodles that I was talking about that you all have seen in my other Costco hauls that my co-producer really likes. So he loves adding additional stir-fried veggies to his yakisoba noodles. And the noodles are actually pretty good. And then coming further down, he also likes to get the, here's some wontons. And we actually just picked up some pot stickers because he really loves to have those alongside the yakisoba noodles. And the pot stickers are $12.69 for this rather large bag. And we also need some butter. So this one is also one of my go-tos, y'all, the Kirkland Signature salted grass-fed butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up one of these. And in case you don't have enough pumpkins in your life for the fall season, they have these massive pumpkin varieties here at this particular Costco. And not bad. So for the mini pumpkins, $5.99, the heirloom pumpkins are $6.99, and then the jumbo pumpkins are $7.99. Y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna get a pumpkin. Do you all typically carve pumpkins? Do you do all that, or paint pumpkins? I really like to bake the pumpkin seeds and like either have something that's salty or do like a honey drizzle. I haven't done that in such a long time, so I don't know. Let me know what you like to do, or do you just like having some fresh pumpkins on your patio or in your kitchen to give you the fall vibes? And if you do carve pumpkins, let me know. Holla at your girl about your pumpkin carving skills. I have none. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But looking at these jumbo pumpkins, I'm like, if I had those skills, this looks like a lot of space that you can work with. And if you are a lover of pickled vegetables, they have a variety here, $15.99, and it's pickled carrots and asparagus. And I love pickled vegetables. I just don't know that I want this amount. But one of my former bosses, who he is a foodie, he and his wife make their own pickled vegetables, and y'all, their pickled vegetables were so bomb. So I need to contact him and just tell him to ship me some, because I feel like in my mind I was one of his favorites, and I feel like he would probably agree. He actually had such a great staff of people, and I really miss that time working. This is back in my government relation days and my legislative assistant days working in state government. It really was a good time. And so my former boss, he was just so awesome. But y'all, I think he would say that I was definitely one of his faves. And for my fur baby Miley, I'm going to pick up these Farmland Tradition 100% chicken breasts jerky. She really loves these treats, and y'all, Costco treats are so hit and miss for her. She is such a little bougie dog. but she loves those for a fact. So we'll go ahead and pick up some of those. And for all the veggies I'm going to be cooking, they have some chicken stocks. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of that. And then to add to our further cooking needs, we're also going to pick up some of these Giorgio organic sliced mushrooms that are $14.99. Y'all, the mushrooms are right next to the Vienna sausages, or Vienna. How do y'all pronounce it? Do you say Vienna or Vienna? I've always said Vienna. I don't know if that's a southern thing or what, but y'all, we grew up on those with some crackers. Now, I have not eaten those sausages in many years. This is when I was a kid. I don't know that it would be for me, but let me know, are you a Vienna sausage person? And also, I know Spam, you could do a lot of wonderful things with Spam. I did not necessarily, though, eat a lot of Spam as a kid. I did, though, eat a lot of potted meat in Vienna sausages. Oh my God, y'all. So my sister's just telling me that she had saw some like YouTube videos or TikToks or whatever where people were saying that on the can, it says that you're supposed to cook them. Y'all, we never cooked them. We ate them straight out the can. So I don't know. So again, if you are a Vienna sausage eater, do you cook them or do you eat them straight out of the can with like crackers and some hot sauce? Y'all, we used to hook it up. Again, when I was younger, I don't know that I can eat that. Today, I'm into my grass-fed organic meat. Don't come to me, okay, you little broke Heffas with your Vienna sausages. Get those sausages out of my face. Oh yeah, let's grab some more. Let's grab some compostable plates for our bougie selves. And you all know I'm just messing with you. Like, I feel like eat what you do, you boo. You do you. Yeah, and we're also gonna pick up y'all the Boulder Canyon avocado oil chips. And these are $6.49, but you see you get this like massive bag. And these are really good. So I highly recommend trying them if they're at your local Costco. Now we picked up our compostable plates. Yeah, let's get some Unstoppables. These Chinettes. And then for those of you all that love your Scrub Daddies, they have a 8-pack variety here. And these are actually further discounted, so $12.50. And we are going to pick up a couple of these Unstoppables, which I really love doing my laundry with these. And these right now are $4 off, so $15.99. And for those of you who have cats, y'all, look at this. It looks like you never have to worry about changing a litter box again. If you are a cat lover, do you have anything like this? Because I'm curious if these kinds of things work the way that they're intended, or do they tend to just be a colossal, like, overpriced litter box, like a colossal waste of money? You'll have to tell me. I don't really see what the price is for that back here, but I'm sure it's featured somewhere. That looks like something that's at least like close to $100. And friends, yeah, let's go and pick up some cans. We're going to wrap up our Costco trip by getting our cleaning supplies before Costco shuts down, because they'll be closing probably in the next 10 minutes. But you all know how I feel about my Lysol. So we're going to go ahead and pick up our Lysol spray. We're also going to get the, if they have it here. I don't know if they have it here, y'all. Oh, wait, do we actually need any more of the Lysol sanitizer? Like the laundry sanitizer?
It's down here. I'm not sure.
Okay. I actually think we may be okay with that. So typically, y'all, I also get the Lysol laundry sanitizer. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick up some Free and Gentle. And I don't, oh, there's the All down there. So they have the Tide, and you know, it's pretty much just getting what you want, but we typically get the All Free and Clear.
How many ounces is that one? Oh yeah, this one's 237.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with this one's a little bit more cost effective than the Tide, but I love this brand. So we're gonna grab that. Here's the laundry sanitizer by Lysol that I was talking about. And y'all, I really like this because to me, it gives that extra added layer of clean, make sure your clothes are sanitized beyond just your typical detergent that you use. Okay, so we're gonna also pick up our fabric softener. Oh wait, we also need some dish soap too. in our Dawn.
The good kind.
Yeah, y'all, so we typically get the Downy liquid fabric softener, so we're gonna pick up that. And as you can see, they only have a few left, but again, this is like the end of the day on a Saturday, so I'm sure they'll restock up soon enough. And I'm going to see if, okay, y'all, let's see if we can pick up our Dawn dish detergent right over here. Y'all, this is $11.89. And y'all, I think that may be it. So we're going to go ahead and head toward the front so we can check out. All right, y'all, just kidding. So before we check out here, and y'all, this is good coming toward the end because you see that it's not nearly as busy, but we're gonna pick out the Fairlife protein shake. Y'all, I really love these. These taste so good. It tastes very close to chocolate milk. You don't get that horrible like protein aftertaste, but I highly recommend these. I actually like these better than the Core Power ones. Now, I think the Core Power ones, it contains electrolytes, so it's gonna have a few more of those kind of nutrients. So this is meant to help replenish your muscles, but for like day to day, I actually prefer these. So definitely pick one up and try it out for yourselves, but this is one of my protein drink favorites. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and wait in this line here. And in the distance, we're eyeballing some of the food. Do you all like Costco food? I particularly like the hot dogs. So Whitney and I typically like to either split a slice of pizza, which is pretty good, the hot dogs, but like for $1.50, you also get the hot dog and the drink. And I think my sister was eyeballing the ice cream over there, which is also really good. I love the one that has the wild berries. So we may pick up a little something sweet, we'll see. But in the meantime, y'all, here is our full haul here. It's like back up, Heffa, so we can see. But here's our full haul, and we are going to have such a fun time unpacking this and what we also got from the Freshfields Farm. So, you know, it feels like the shopping and the unpacking literally never stops. Oh, y'all, see, they're turned off. They're like, y'all need to hurry up and check on out, Heffas. Y'all need to get on out of here. And honestly, for it to be toward the end of the night, there weren't like a ton of people. You all probably noticed this, like a lot of the aisles are fairly clear, but Costco don't play. They're like, you need to hurry up with your purchases and come on out. The club, well, in the club, the lights turn on, but at Club Costco, the lights are turning off. So we're gonna go ahead and check out, y'all. And I'll catch you when we're on our way out. We are walking over to the car and look at this beautiful sunset, y'all. Look at the clouds. The night is beautiful, y'all, because my sister said she's gonna cover the bill. Y'all, look, she don't have the audacity to be like, let me see the receipt so I can deduct some items. And I was like, listen, most of these items are stuff you're gonna use anyway. Maybe except for the air purifier, but everything else, y'all.
Protein shake.
Okay, and maybe the protein shakes, but everything else, y'all. You know what? You got some stuff too, so I want to hear it. Okay. Uh-huh.
I always take my stuff off.
I'm sure you do. Y'all, she told me she always take her stuff off. She lying.
No, I'm not.
Y'all, look at this. This is so ridiculous. And of course on top, and y'all, we typically recycle our plastic bags at Publix, so we're going to probably run over to just drop those off. But y'all, we have plenty to last us through, so let's go ahead and unload. I'm just gonna let Whitney do it all.
I'm deducting that too.
Okay, y'all, let me help her before she have herself only owing like $50, which you all are witnesses that you know it's a clear lie. But let me help her with some of the labor. Concludes our errand running / grocery haul for today. Of course, you all know that we started off our experience with a little bit of Java and getting some PSL action in at Starbucks, and then going over to our Fresh Farms grocery store, and then concluding here at Costco. Y'all, you know I'm not about the salmonella life, so we're gonna go ahead and head on home, but keep me posted. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, to follow all of my misadventures in various journeys with the caffeinated twist in all its forms. And listen, if you prefer me actually showing you all some of the things I'm getting at Costco and reviewing my grocery hauls at the actual grocery store itself instead of at home, let me know, because this is a little bit different style that I'm doing right now. And then of course, if you live in the Orlando area and there are other unique grocery stores or places to grab your produce, let me know, because with us having a lot of rural farmland here in Florida, I'm always interested in going to different spaces and when I can support local businesses. With that being said, Heffas, I really had a great time with you all today. I am not looking forward to unloading, so holla at your girl if you ever find yourself here and around the area and you want to, give me a little bit of some of that free labor. With that being said, Heffas, I will catch you all at the next caffeinated adventure. Have a good evening. Bye.